Alright, so yesterday the Pokemon Company revealed Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet versions via their Pokemon Presents. The trailer itself showed some of the areas in the game, Pokemon in the overworld, and some overview shots, but we didn't really get a lot of information as to whether or not there were seamless battles, if the game was segmented open world or open world, what were the starters' names, etc. However, the Pokemon Company did update their website, so now we have all of this information and more. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be discussing what we know about the games, and I'll be giving my thoughts and opinions based off of the information that we have throughout. Alright, so if we head over to Pokemon.com, they have this to say about the game. The Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games, the newest chapters in the Pokemon series, are coming to Nintendo Switch later this year. With these new titles, the Pokemon series has taken a new evolutionary step, allowing for you to explore freely in a richly expressed open world. Various towns blend seamlessly into the wilderness with no borders. You'll be able to see Pokemon of this region in the skies, in the seas, in the forests, and on the streets all over. You'll be able to experience the true joy of the Pokemon series, battling against wild Pokemon in order to capture them, now in an open world Pokemon game that players of any age can enjoy. So unlike Legends Arceus, where they didn't actually say whether the game was open world or not, that was all game journalists just saying it was open world based on what they saw. This game straight out says it's an open world game. The towns have seamless transitions. You're going to be able to approach them from any side. So yes, this is an open world Pokemon game. Just as interesting as that, from this image here, we do see that battles will take place in the overworld, so no more stupid Gen 8 voids that honestly shouldn't have existed to begin with. Now, it doesn't really say whether or not gyms will be in the game. We did see a large tower structure with a Pokeball. I don't know if that's a gym. I don't know if it's some type of tournament or the league or a Coliseum or what. But if there is a gym system or even some sort of system like we see in Pokemon Coliseum where there's like various tournaments and stuff, they are going to have to implement some type of level scaling. So perhaps they can make it so Pokemon gyms and whatnot just scale to whatever your highest level Pokemon is, like they do in the Battle Frontier, or since it's a Pokemon game and they want to make everything easy, make it like a few levels lower or whatever. I do think that having level scaling in the game now though makes for the perfect opportunity to introduce difficulty options. They don't need to be super complex. If you play on easy, everybody's 10 levels lower. If you play on normal, they're 5 levels lower. If you play on hard, everybody's the same level. If you play on intense or whatever the hell they name the expert difficulty, they're 5 levels above you. This obviously wouldn't be the norm for like wild Pokemon, and there'd have to be some adjustment here and there. But I think this is the perfect time for them to finally do something like that. I don't know if they will. We've been asking for it for a while, but only time will tell. Now, this wasn't expressly stated within the Pokemon.com article, but there is a Gen 9 gimmick. The Japanese logo of the game has this star or sun crystal, and you'll notice that the main town they showed off also has a similarly shaped star on the ground that has every Pokemon type within it, and then a Pokeball in the middle that carries all of the colors representing all the types within that. So it is possible that we could potentially see some type of system based off of Pokemon types, but I'm going to be discussing that in a separate video, which will probably be coming out later today. Anyways, next we have some more information about the starters, including their characteristics and names, so let's check them out. The 3 Pokemon from which you'll be able to choose your first partner are Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxly. How will you meet these 3 and what sort of Pokemon are they? First, we have Sprigatito, the attention-seeking grass cat Pokemon. Then we have Fuecoco, the laid-back fire croc Pokemon that does things at its own pace. And thirdly, we have Quaxly, the earnest and tidy duckling Pokemon. Okay, so I'm going to be honest with you guys. When I first saw them in the presents, which they were kind of just on the wall, I was like, I don't really like them. The fire one's kind of cool, but that's about it. But after looking at the concept art, I've definitely got to say that while they're not my favorite batch of starters, I do like the fire design quite a bit. The cat's not bad either. I'm not sold on Donald Duck just yet. We'll have to see what it evolves into, but the same could be said for all of them. I mean, Gen 6, originally I was going to start with Fennekin until I saw what it evolved into, and then I was like, okay, Froakie/Frogadier it is. But yeah, I do personally think that the fire starter has a chance to become partial dragon type, because we do see that with reptilian creatures like dinosaurs, for example, they'll be given the dragon type just cuz, kind of like Tyrantrum. So it'd be really cool if the fire one becomes fire dragon, the grass one becomes grass fairy because it kind of gives off those vibes, and the duck could get a secondary typing of flying just because it's a duck, but based on its design, it's supposed to be like a reference to a sailor. Maybe you could stretch that and say navy and give it the fighting type? Let me know what your guys' thoughts are below. Either way, it'll be pretty interesting to see what new designs we get for the starter evolutions and any new Pokemon that are revealed. Next, we have a little blurb about the characters, which in my opinion look very bland, but we'll see what the Pokemon Company has to say. As one of the main characters, you'll set off on your adventure. Your outfit will vary depending on whether you play Pokemon Scarlet or Pokemon Violet. Who knows what kind of story awaits you. Now, I mean, the idea that your outfit changes color based on which game you're playing is kind of cool, I guess. I think that is going to have more story implications, which, again, I have another video coming out today that I'm going to be talking about that stuff. But, the outfits, man. I mean, okay. Trainer customization better be a thing because I ain't trying to wear no short shorts, especially when this kid here, he skipped leg day. Come on, bro. You can't be doing that. We also got confirmation that Pokemon available in the new region will be able to be transferred in via Pokemon Home. So National Dex, again, is not going to be a thing. We shouldn't be surprised. This is the new model. So trust me, I feel you guys. I want the National Dex, but I don't think this is going to lead to another big Dexit thing because we knew what was happening. One interesting piece of information, however, is the screenshot showcasing Hisuian Zoroark, confirming that some Hisui Pokemon will be in the game. Not sure if it's going to be all, but definitely some. Again, I'm going to be talking more about this and how I think this may play out into the Gimmick in that video. Should be coming out around 1 p.m. EST. Anyways, that's pretty much as far as it goes with new information. One thing I thought was noteworthy was that they mentioned that this is a game that will be for all ages to enjoy. And that statement, while I'd like to say means that they're going to consider the long-term fans, doesn't really sit with me because that's what they said about Sword and Shield being a game that long-time fans of the series would come to love when Let's Go came out, like trying to assure people, no, there's a core RPG coming. And then a lot of the people who weren't happy with Sword and Shield were the longtime fans. So I hope that with this game, that is the case, because honestly, from what I've seen, lots of potential here. It looks like they're taking the good from Legends and adding it to the core formula, which is what I wanted them to do. So fingers crossed, this is a game full of content and is just good in general. But yeah, with all that said, make sure to let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the games so far from what we've seen. I know there's going to be a lot of talk about the graphics. I personally don't really care that much about the graphics as long as it's a good game, but I respect your opinion. Anyways, if you're a Pokemon fan or a fan of monster taming games that are like Pokemon or otherwise, definitely subscribe to the channel because I put out new videos every single day, sometimes twice. You can also check me out on Twitter at GymLeaderEd, my Discord, my Patreon, all links below. Special thanks to the patrons, Dark Persona, Steel Case, Jim Hamilton, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.